Being able to communicate your thinking clearly through writing is a crucial skill. As teachers, we need to empower students through the words that they use in written as well as spoken language. In order to help students deepen their thinking about their writing and engage students more fully in the writing process, I've created activities to assist students in the revision process as well as to help students evaluate how they use these words to create a clear message. Specifically, apps such as SoundNote and Evernote for the iPad and other iOS devices help students delve more deeply into their writing.
This is how we use SoundNote. Step 1. Students type out their first draft while recording their thinking during their brainstorming. Step 2. Students will record while they perform their piece to a partner. Then they will interview each other about their pieces and their writing process. Students can also email their text or audio or both that's been recorded in SoundNote. In Step 3, students can revisit their text notes and audio recordings of their interviews in order to further reflect on their writing.
You can, while you're recording, it actually quiets your typing. So if you're not recording, you can hear you typing, but while you're recording, it's very silent. So you can write your notes down and record, and you won't hear barely any noise in the background. And once we played it back, like Lee said, that the audio was really, really clear. Yeah, it's super clear.
And if you were to write something, how do you think it's different than relying just on memory or writing down notes?
Right then and there, you can type it in, get your information, get automatic feedback on what you're doing.
Yeah.
I mean, and there's right there next to what you're doing, it's right there, and you can just read it.
Yeah.
And hear it, right?
Yeah,
because you can go back and hear it, and it's real time.
Yeah, you can press play after you record it anytime you want to.
You can hit your notes and you get that feedback.
Right.
Yeah, you can add anything in there if you want to. You know, it's not set in stone.
Yeah.
That, and also if you're using it, say you're a journalist or you're interviewing someone, if you go back, I mean, hearing a voice is different than just looking at your notes.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I think that's something that's powerful with it, you know?
Yeah, because you can get more feeling into it rather than just reading it, you know.
Or relying on memory.
Yeah, exactly.
As a teacher, I think it's so important to engage students in activities that get them thinking about their own thinking, whether it's doing a write aloud or just self-reflection or formal reflection. Another very important part of writing is the collaborative aspect and getting kids to really build the writing by working with others. Specifically, apps such as Evernote and SoundNote really allow kids to document their thinking while they're doing their writing, which is so powerful when it comes to that reflection component. I see my students better able to reflect on their writing, as well as the interviews that they do with others when they're able to go back and revisit the real-time audio bites, in addition to the text notes that they've taken. Many of these apps allow students to work between different document types, adding their own notes and their own comments, making it more of their own personalized learning.
Language shapes our experiences. Bradford High School students visited the Milwaukee Film Festival to participate in the high school screening of Louder Than a Bomb, an award-winning documentary about young people finding their voice through writing and performance.
And what I hope to get from the documentary is that just be more inspired. And yeah.
What surprised me is like how fancy the theater is compared to theaters around Kenosha, and historic. Yeah, definitely, with all the decorations and everything. And I think this is going to be really inspiring, and I'm hoping to get a lot from it, which I probably will.
And I think the video is going to be very interesting. I'm going to see how I can relate to their stories, and I can't wait to see how my poem compares to theirs and how well I put mine together, seeing as though we only had a few days. And, you know, they were writing these for a while, so I just want to see where my poem is at compared to people who do this, you know, on a daily basis.
Even if you're not into poetry, like, you just are inspired to do anything. It doesn't even have to be poetry, it could be with sports, it could be academically, you're just inspired to do something.
After the screening, Bradford High School students engaged in a writing workshop with University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee instructor Casey O'Brien Gerhart. The students worked in pairs, sharing their own creative pieces of spoken word, obtained feedback, and reflected on their learning process. Before leaving, students relished in the opportunity to perform their pieces in front of the whole group.
Made the corrections. I probably made it a half page longer, adding in stuff and similes and more metaphors, and it was really personal, you know, culture and everything. So I really felt it, and after I read it, I was, you know, thought about it more, because like Lee said, I never read it out loud once. So after revising it and putting more actual thought and feeling into it, I think it's a pretty good piece for beginner-wise at least.
It's just great to like get those feelings out right on, out loud, on paper. Everything's getting released from you.
Yeah.
See, and that's a good point. It can be nervous, though. You can make you nervous, though, right?
I was shaking.
Yeah.
But I think everyone is. Are you guys going to share yours?
I'm going to.
I probably will.
Good. I really, from what I've seen from your first drafts and helping you walk through your second drafts, I really think that you know, I'm excited to hear it, because it may be personal and everyone's afraid to read them, but I really think it would be a cool thing to do, and it's a piece that you'll have, and it's an experience in itself. You know.
He has the ability to disguise his accent. He chooses not to. He teaches me the beauty of the poor Jamaica and the impeccable sound of our accents.
Well, maybe you should borrow my eyes for a day, Father, and see my life as I see it. Maybe then you'll see that I'm going to succeed, whether you are with me or without me.
I am my mother's daughter. I have been since she was 16. My mother's eyes have seen her, but she always been strong.
This way, when you are away. I love your voice. It's the sweetest noise. You give the play, makes me fly away. It's not fair that you have such nice red and curly hair.
I saw a lot of you starting in the beginning and kind of struggling. A lot of you were like, I don't know what to write about, or you're trying to write about something that wasn't you. You were trying to be someone else. And honestly, from what I've seen in conferencing with you and what I've seen today is amazing. And I really think a lot of you have taken this opportunity here at UWM to work with each other, to work with myself, to take what you saw from the Film Fest as an inspiration to share.